The Nürburgring 24-hour race, it's getting interesting by the minute. No, seriously, don't skip. Let me just tell you, little list, 3 things on this list. Max Verstappen is gonna race at the Nürburgring 24-hour race. HWA, it's gonna run their new Mercedes 190 Evo Resto Mod thing that looks and sounds amazing. And BMW M Motorsport turned an April Fool's joke into a reality. I don't know if you remember, but last year on April 1st, they actually released some renders of a beautiful 3D model that they made from an M3 Touring GT3. But apparently that joke was interesting because the fans asked for it so much that they ended up doing it. Now, I don't know if the objective was doing it nevertheless, but how freaking cool is that? I'm not gonna lie, I've spent the last, let's say, 3 to 4 days trying to make this livery on this mod. This mod is pretty janky, the physics are way off. It was released last year, but nevertheless, I think it looks cool. And I thought, well, even if everything is off, let's try to put it through its ringers and see what kind of achievable time we're gonna get at the Nürburgring NLS layout, which is not the 24-hour race layout. It's a bit different. This is the track or the track layout that they are running today, Friday, and they're gonna run tomorrow, Saturday, at the NLS. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I also tested the time of the GT3 Touring or Touring GT3, which is officially called the M3 Touring 24-hour, which is pretty cool. It's not a GT3, it's gonna run on its special class SPX, which is for the special projects and not really SP9 like the GT3s. But how freaking cool is that? And I can guarantee you that the pace of this station wagon is not going to be that different from the M4 GT3, for example. As I said, the physics are way off, so the time in comparison to an actual M4 GT3, it's really not great. It's lacking a lot of downforce. It basically flies everywhere, and yeah, it's just janky, but it's cool to see, especially because I pulled out my Valve Index because I really wanted to play in VR, and yeah, this was the experience. Enjoy. Alright boys, and that was the lap. Again, it is slow to what the actual station wagon is doing today, and it will do tomorrow. There is basically no front downforce, as you can see, but it was extremely fun. I loved it. And I know the camera actually failed mid-lap, the battery was out, and it was my first time recording VR, so I apologize. I know it's a little bit cropped on the corner and it needs to be a little bit lower, but I'll get through it. It's so far I enjoyed the smoothness. Let me know what you thought of it, but so far I think I can create some really cool content in VR. Let's see how it goes. But nevertheless, thank you so much for joining me in one more video. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. I appreciate subscribing if you really enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. But yeah, also if you're still around, consider watching this video about actually here or whatever about sim racing, and why sim racing is not always about racing, but also about some or many other things. So yeah, appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one.